my name is Lam, and this video presents my data mining project. In this project, I use Orange data mining to perform an exploratory and predictive data mining analysis. I choose Orange because it's visual and it allows me to easily explore data or transform it, visualize, model, evaluate, unsupervised here. Online needs choose the right and then the left is connect is like this one. Yeah. So I use the file to import the CVS file, and after loading the data, I focus on understanding it. First, I use data table. You can find it in the orange feature here, the data. You can see the orange one, the data table. I use data table to review key columns. The dataset I use is Animal Crossing New Horizon, so we can see the price, the step price, buy price, color. From a business perspective, the purpose is to understand what makes some items more valuable than others. So I hope by breeding item value categories, players or traders can make better decisions about which items are worth keeping or selling. Okay, we can see the missing data here, or we can use the column statistics to have a better view. Yeah. Data table and column statistics are important because they help identify the data qualities before we build any model, like finding the missing value. We can see that there are lots of missing value here, so what should we do now? Set rows, of course. We will use process to set row the same step in the rabbit mining. So I will discretize the cell right into 3 bins, and then I would input the missing data. Just double click and it will appear. I will choose the average. The replace button is okay, but it would only be the random value, so average should be our best choice. Now, if we want to check whether the data is okay or not, I would direct the data table and see what's going on. Alright, there are no missing data anymore. Now we are ready to build models. You can use the data table or you can use the column statistics. It's up to you. This step is critical because many machine learning models are sensitive to missing data and differences in scale. So here, the discretize the sale price allow me to convert a numerous problem into a classification problem. Yeah. After that, I use the select column here. The sale price will be our target. You can do it like your target. Here is the features and here the methods. This ensures that the models only learn from relevant information and do not use identifier that could bias the result. So we done this step and now we move on to the split data. We can use the data sample. Is it the orange, right? The orange, yeah. You can use this table, or you can just draw it and it will appear this, but it's kind of confusing to me, so I prefer to use this table. You can see the orange one here, the transform. It have a different color here. So we use data sample to split the data. You can set the amount of percent data that you want to split. So let's split it to 70 and 30. And then I will connect it to data info here. Double click, you will connect the data sample to data, and you will connect the remaining data to data. Click to the connection here, you will see. Yeah. This step to ensure a clear separation between training and evaluation data. And remember, whenever you want to train the percent here, you have to click the sample data. It will train the result after that. See, yeah. Remember to click the sample data whenever you want to train the proportion of data here. Remember that. Okay, so after preparing the data, I built three supervised learning model, random forest, which is effective at handling complex relationship and mixed data type. KNN, which serves as simple distance-based baseline model, and gradient boosting, which combines multiple weak learners and is known for strong classification performance. Using multiple model allow for fair comparison and have identified the most reliable approach. So to evaluate the model, I use the test and score you can find in the evaluate here. Yep. So I select 10 for cross-validation. This means that the data is split into 10 parts. This model trained on 9 parts and test on 1 part, and the process repeat 10 times and result is average. And click to the stratify here to ensure that each fold maintain the original class distribution, making the evaluation more stable and fair. So looking at the result here, we can see the gradient boosting had the highest AUC, meaning it's best celebrate item value categories, and it also achieved the highest classification accuracy as one score, precision, and recall. And compare to random forest and KNN gradient boosting consistently perform better across all measures. The model comparison table further show that gradient boosting is very likely to outperform KNN and random forest based on AUC. Yeah. And to better understand the prediction, I estimate the confusion matrix. Yeah. In the confusion matrix, the rows here, the rows is the actual price categories, and the column is the predicted category. You can train it to the sum of probabilities or the proportion of. It's up to you. You can choose whatever you feel better. So, in conclusion, this project show how orange data mining can use to perform exploratory and predictive data mining in a clear and structured way. So based on evaluation metrics and confusion modules, gradient boosting is the most effective model for predicting item values categories in this data set. So this project highlights the importance of data preparation, this step, model comparison here, and careful interpretation of result in data mean So I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you for watching.